I'm Dave Floss.
It's evening, new 6 o'clock news.
Dependable shadow traffic. Weather on the nines. All right, let's try that again. I'm Dave Floss.
I'm Mike Davis.
And we are mentally unbalanced.
Doom sound.
This is world-renowned scientist and fan of the 80s Stephen Hawking. The following podcast may contain foul language and adult subject matter. I think it is funny as shit, and if you are not in a black hole, should give it a listen. Hello, this is Stephen Hawking. Welcome to the Mentally Unbalanced podcast featuring the Circle of Idiots.
Hi everyone, I'm Dave Floss.
I just told you I'm Mike Davis.
And we, of course, are the Circle of Idiots coming to you from Mentally Unbalanced for this special edition Valentine's Day video podcast. Why are we doing a Valentine's Day video podcast? Well,
It's almost Valentine's Day.
that's part of it. It's just about to be Valentine's Day, and by the time I'm done editing it,
Probably.
it'll probably be past Valentine's Day.
More.
But more to the point, it's not just because it's Valentine's Day. It's because right now, our wives and our children have decided to play Just Dance. And although our physique may not automatically convey this, I do not dance.
Not well, anyways.
No. And if I did dance, well, I'd probably be laid up for several days. My body just doesn't have those types of moves anymore. So while they are having, I'm sure, a wonderful time upstairs playing Just Dance and shaking it, and perhaps from time to time you'll hear some nice rhythmic beats in the background, we decided instead we would rather spend the time doing a Valentine's Day, well, actually doing an anything podcast.
Doing no away stuff.
Something. And it seemed to make sense. Of course, we try to come up with a theme, something interesting to talk about, and, well, it's Valentine's Day, so yeah. We decided to go with, I'm sure, our favorite holiday, Valentine's Day.
Well,
So, do you celebrate Valentine's Day in your house? Is there any special Valentine's Day stuff that you do?
Yes and no.
Yes. Please elaborate. Yes and no?
It's not big or anything, but it's acknowledged.
You acknowledge the presence
Yes.
of the Valentine's Day, but don't necessarily, are gifts exchanged?
Sometimes.
Sometimes. Sometimes not.
Sometimes not.
Valentine's Day is a
Sometimes.
non-holiday in my house.
Yeah.
It's not that we refuse to acknowledge it. I'm not anti-Valentine's Day or anti-Hallmark, but my wife and I seem to thankfully be on the exact same page in that we just don't care. It's one of those, we don't need one day out of the year to show each other how we feel about each other. So Valentine's Day is just another day, right? Just another day. Never exchange gifts, cards. Maybe when we were first dating, when we were in courtship, there might have been some stuff, but 20 long years of marriage, and it's just Sunday. I'm still sleeping in, and I'm probably not getting dressed because it's Sunday. But just because I'm not a huge celebrator of Valentine's Day does not mean that there are many people out there who don't truly enjoy Valentine's Day, and I thought for our Valentine's Day video podcast special, we would kind of bridge the gap between your more cliche Valentine's Day heart-shaped box full of chocolates and the things that the Circle of Idiots, the geeks, would enjoy. So we are now going to bring you the mentally unbalanced geek edition of Valentine's Day. Ooh, it's exciting. Very exciting.
It is.
Are you ready?
I am.
You ready to open up, share,
Ready for the sexy.
expose yourself? All right. So why don't we jump right into segment number one. Segment number one.
Okay.
Segment number one is your favorite sci-fi couples. Favorite sci-fi couples. We'll include fantasy in this as well, if it should come across your mind, your favorite sci-fi or fantasy couples. So why don't you go first? What is, when you think, the ultimate
You gotta
sci-fi
go
couple?
Han and Leia.
Of course.
Yeah.
Han
That's
Solo,
the one.
Leia, Princess Leia Organa,
Yeah.
the ultimate, and of course, really, if you think about it, and it's actually, I guess we're going to kind of half segue, but we'll have a segment later, which is the best science fiction romance movies for you and your special someone or alone watch on Valentine's Day. You can still watch a phenomenal love story that's shrouded in a phenomenal science fiction or fantasy film. So, probably giving one away here right now.
Empire.
The Empire Strikes Back is really a phenomenal love story movie.
Yeah.
It's funny, it gets a lot
It's
of
the baller.
It gets
It's
a,
the
but it gets a
going
little
down
bit of
into
heat.
the fucking
Frozen in
freeze.
carbonite, yeah.
Yeah.
And of course,
I
there's-
love you. I know.
The funny thing is that I remember growing up, and it was like that. Ooh, that is what Han would say. And now people, a lot of people online are saying it's kind of, he's kind of like downplaying the whole thing. Like she's like, I love you. He's like, I know. Like he's all macho or tough, and yet I think it's one of his most vulnerable.
Does it in Return of the Jedi.
Like I said, this is not necessarily my opinion. It is the opinion of the internets, because it comes up every Valentine's Day. You'll see a lot of people talking about relationships, and for some reason, Han and Leia, 30 years later, still a hot topic. As far as, was it actually a healthy relationship? Fortunately, this is not Dr. Drew or Dr. Mary Schlesinger, right? So we're not gonna worry about the implications.
It's Dr. Laura.
Dr. Mary, Dr. Laura,
Sorry.
thank you though. Thank you. We
It's my dumb brain.
do promote accuracy and fact in as much as possible in all of our video podcasts. All right, so we got Han and Leia. Han and Leia, right? I got one here. I'm gonna go with. And this is one of my favorite things because I know exactly who I'm talking about, but I have no idea what their names are. Which means that in editing, I will have to. I've had to do this before, where I ramble and then I just throw the name at the bottom.
Gotcha.
But it is the Rutger Hauer, Michelle Pfeiffer, Lady Hawk.
Oh.
I mean, now that's full on fantasy, and it's a full on love story fantasy, but
is.
it is just fantasy, and I mean, it's got Rutger Hauer, guys. It's got the Rutger Hauer in it, and I think that allows it. It can definitely fall within the acceptable geekdom of being able to watch a love story without watching a rom-com type love story. So I'm going to go with Rutger Hauer and Michelle Pfeiffer's characters in Lady Hawk.
Isabeau. That's her name.
Isabeau.
Isabeau.
And
Rutger.
there it is. And Rutger Hauer. Wolf. That's not his name, but that's what he turns into. So we'll just go with his alias, the Wolf. All right. What's another one for
Chani, Paul Madrid.
Oh.
Yeah. Tell me of your homeworld, Uso.
Oh, yeah. Now that is another great one where there's a love story in there, but man, it's not surrounded by so much weird stuff. I mean, you can almost miss the fact that there's this deep engagement. It really even opens. One of the first scenes is him having the vision of Chani on Arrakis, leading all the way to where she joins him when he takes the water of life, and there's a very good likelihood or expectation that he might not survive taking the bile of a newborn womb. But yeah, that's a good one. Yeah. I'm gonna steal the actress, right, and go right into the replicant Rachel and Deckard, Harrison Ford, in Blade Runner. Again, an amazing, and what makes that such an awesome love story is that there's a lot of undertone and underpinning, right? The fact that she's a replicant but doesn't know she's a replicant in the beginning, and he's literally, his job is to hunt down and terminate replicants, and yet he falls in love with one. Oh, it's that. Away. Oh. Now, if you were going to watch Blade Runner, quick segue. If you're going to watch Blade Runner, you've seen the different versions, yes? You've seen the director's cut, you've seen the original theatrical cut with the voiceover work. In Mike Davis's mentally unbalanced professional opinion, what is the definitive Blade Runner?
You go with the final cut, the director's cut, without the voiceover.
You are correct, sir!
I know.
Absolutely. And I don't, you know what? We keep asking people to subscribe and to like and comment. But to be perfectly honest, this is a rare time where if you disagree with
You're
the
wrong.
final cut
You're
being
wrong.
the definitive cut and the best cut of that movie, you are wrong. I apologize. It might be hard to hear, but you're wrong. And, well, you're just going to have to live with that because I agree with you, and you're absolutely right.
Yeah.
Definitive, and I don't care that it's, 4 hours long. It is a better movie, and the voiceover, the lack of the voiceover.
It's that much longer.
It's not much.
It's not a
no.
Dune type of thing.
No, it's not that much longer. The added scenes are little snippets here, little extensions to other scenes. It's not like there's a lot of missing, and it's actually more about how it was recut in there. But anyway, you're absolutely right. Well done, sir. On that one. How about I got one? How about Jen and Kira?
Oh yeah.
The Dark Crystal.
Dark Crystal.
The Dark Crystal. How's that for?
Yeah, that's a good one.
I have my moments, and I remember both their names. Yeah. Both their names. So, all right, one more. Let's go. One more. One more. You're looking at my pops, aren't you?
So?
Yeah. I have. So we're in the basement, and you can't see it, but I have the steel girder that runs the full length of my basement, and I have all of my Funko Pops that I've collected just going down. So Mike is working his way down. Let's see, who do we have? We got Weird Al Yankovic. We got Martian Manhunter. No, you gotta keep ding 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 ding. Yeah, Ripley. I mean, you got. Yeah, it's not gonna help you much. I don't clearly do a lot of couples.
Well, we did most of them. So far.
Yeah, well, like I said, it's like four couples up there. So,
I'll go Flash and Dale.
All right, there you go. That's a good one. And another great.
Flash Gordon and Dale Arden.
They meet. Within the span of an hour, they crash in a plane and then launch off into the vortex to go to Mongol and I mean.
She loves them.
And she loves them.
Only 14 hours to save the Earth.
I mean, that's
those are stakes.
That's some fast moving. That's a fast moving relationship right there.
Certainly is.
I mean, just within the matter of basically a day, he's getting married. Yeah. Moving pretty fast, Flash. But hey, good for him. I really hope it worked out. I really hope it worked out. All right, so there you have some of our favorite, or the ones we can remember. Maybe even not their names, sci-fi couples.